Okay, x to the 0, this is easy-ish, is 1. X to the 0 is 1. Now, you cannot say, so if we look at this part, 7x to the 0, this x to the 0 part, just this part is 1. So you really have 7 times 1, which is going to be 7. Okay, so x to the 0 is just 1, but it's just that part. Okay, so if it's 8x to the 0, just this x to the 0 part is 1. And then we really have 8 times 1. Okay? So let's look at our sheet for today. Okay, so all we need to do is simplify this. Okay? We're not solving, we're simplifying. And so we look at it and say, is there negative exponents? Is there a negative exponent in there?
Yes.
Where's the exponent? Is it going to be this one?
The bigger one.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This little bitty number is the exponent. Is that positive or negative?
Negative. I mean positive.
It's positive, so we don't need to do anything to this one. So that is our answer. Okay? If there's a negative or a 0 exponent, you need to simplify it. Okay? So 2 to the 2. What do you know? What is 2 squared? It's 2 times 2 or it's 4. Okay, but we're not solving. We're just simplifying. Okay, so 2 to the 2. Do we need to do anything to this?
No, not at all.
No, so it's just 2 to the 2. Okay, look at 5. 4 to the 3rd. Are there negative exponents? No, so we leave it just the way it is. 7.
No.
No, so we're going to leave it just the way it is.
Why'd you give us a hard worksheet for the first day?
Bro, I know. It's tough. Look at 9.
No.
No. 9, we don't need to do anything. Because that exponent's positive. What is the exponent?
2.
2. Okay, so it's just going to be 4 squared. 11.
Yes.
11 does. Okay, what do we do with negative exponents? Huh? Somebody said it. I just don't know who it was.
Make it into a fraction and move it up.
We got to make it to a fraction and move it. Okay, so draw your fraction bar is the easiest way. Does the 2 need moved?
No.
No. We're not moving the numbers or anything. So the 2's there. The m to the negative 4 does need moved. It's on the top, so where should it go? On the bottom.
So it should be -4.
But so when we move it to the bottom, that gets rid of that negative. That's the whole point. You don't have negative exponents, okay? We don't write 4 minus 6. Okay, so when you move it to the bottom, that negative is now gone. Okay, look at 13. Okay, is there negative exponents?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we can draw, and you can even draw this on a 1 if it makes you feel better. Okay, what about that -3? Does it move or stay? It stays. We never move the numbers. So you're going to have a -3 on the top. Does the b squared need moved?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what should I write? b2 on the
Good
bottom.
job, Travion.
Brian, are you with us?
Are you sure?
I mean, I will cut you. You're staying awake. Okay, 15. Do we have negative exponents?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we can draw a bar. Does the 4 need moved?
No.
Nope, stays on the bottom. What's going to be on the bottom?
X1.
Okay, which leads me to my question. Do we write x1?
Yeah. No, for X.
Why?
There is one there anyway.
There's already a 1 there. Okay, now, look at Sam bringing his A game second semester. So, can you write the 1? Technically, yes, but we've already talked about x really means 1x to the 1, okay? But nobody writes it like that, so you could just write x. If you write x to the 1, it's fine, I'll take it. Eventually I'm going to start nitpicking you though, okay? And so this is what it should look like, okay, just 4 over x. 17, what should be on top, what should be on bottom?
3 R2.
Yeah, it should be 3 over r to the 2.
-3.
19.
X over 3.
No. Close. 1 over x over 3. Because any number we can write over 1. Okay? And so on the bottom, it's going to be x over 3. But you can't leave a fraction with nothing on top. Okay? And so really you're just kind of flipping it.
Trey running this A game.
Okay, 21. What should be on top? 2. What about the bottom? x1, y3. Do we write x1? You can, you don't have to. Okay, it's preferred that you don't. Okay, 23. Gonna draw our fraction. Oh, shoot. Okay, draw your fraction. What stays on the top? The 4 stays on top. What should the bottom say? Y to the 4. 25.
2B4.
2B4.
Let's go.
Okay, and then the last couple, and there's some on this side too. So look at 27, because these ones are going to be a little bit different. So make sure that you're doing it correct. What's going to be on the top?
1.
X.
X is going to be on the top still. Okay, so we do not move exponents if they're positive. They got to stay where they're at. The only time is if we move stuff if it's already a negative. Okay, so and then on the bottom we're going to have x to the 3, or y to the 3. My bad. Okay, and so 29 is a perfect example. What's going to be on the top?
4.
No.
1.
No. No.
You said what's going to get
4.
What's going to be on the top?
Oh, 4?
4.
I mean, there is going to be a 4.
4.
It's not going to be on the top.
Okay, so maybe some of you guys need to go through this piece by piece. Does the 4 need moved?
No.
No. Does the m to the negative 2 need moved?
Yes.
Yes. Does the n squared need moved?
No.
No. Okay, if it's already positive, we don't move it. So go through them piece by piece. If something's positive, it's going to stay where it's at. If it's negative, it needs moved. So some of you guys that are working ahead, which is great, I'm not hating, you need to go back through this side and probably recheck some of the ones on the bottom. So if we look at 28, what should it look like?
2Y3
2y3.
Over x and 3.
What?
X4.
X to the 4. Okay, and you can look at these piece by piece and say, well, this 2 is positive. Does it need moved? No. Okay, what about the x to the 4? Yes, there's a negative. It does not need moved. Okay, and then the y to the 3 is already positive, so it does not need moved. Okay, you guys got 14 to do, all of the odds. Okay, I did one of them for you. Make sure your name is on your paper. And for those of you guys that are new, if you look in this back corner, there's a yellow box. The first slot is second period. The second slot is going to be third period. I do not have a first period class. Okay, and make sure that you turn those in. If you are going to lose this sheet, you know who you are. Okay, because I'm not going to use them. If you know you probably lose stuff, you're going to lose it, you think you might lose it, whatever, put your name on it and put it in the box. Okay, and I will just pass them back to you every day. If you think you're going to keep it, then keep it, okay? You can take a picture of it on your phone, on your iPad, just in case you lose it, what have you. Yes, ma'am. questions here? Hold on, let me stop this first.